All right, I'm out here at the southern trailhead for the Green Rock Trail. And like I said last time, gonna start from this end this time and see how it looks. So I decided to leave my chair and take some cold weather gear instead. So I got my puffy, got some gloves, beanie, all kinds of stuff to keep warm. But I think it's going to be warm enough without that stuff. But just in case, my God, I came really close to forgetting my hiking stick again. Dang. Okay, so here we go. First, let's take a look at all the information and regulations. All right. So yeah, there's a good bit of information. It's already looking kind of intimidating there with the big hill and rocks, and but it's a interesting little parking lot. Let me spin around here. Woo! It'll be interesting. There's a managed hunt in progress, so that's going to be interesting. So the plan is, again, to do about 4 miles in, and man, I tell you, getting old kind of sucks. You forget just about everything. Start. Okay. All right. Started that. Got my hiking stick. I'm gonna remember how to cross the road. Dang. Car came right around the corner just as I stepped out. Boy Scouts did this. Huh. All right. Getting started. This is like a cobblestone walkway. A little bit uneven, but wow. That little bitty waterfall's got to be pretty cool in the spring. So the hum you might can hear back here is I-44, because the parking lot there's pretty much right next to I-44. I chose not to come that direction because I wanted a little bit more scenic drive today. Oh, wow. That is just cool. Being from Mississippi, I didn't grow up with stuff like this. So, forgive me if I'm extra impressed at the rock formations around here. They're just so freaking cool. Wow. Kind of a little natural stairway. That is just cool. But yeah, this trail starts off pretty awesome. That tree could not decide which way it wanted to grow. Goodness. Well, look at that. It looks like a snake. I've seen a white flash on the trail on a few trees, kind of faded. And I was thinking, you know, that would be a really awesome job. A trail flasher. And I was like, well, yes, it's not the kind of flasher you're thinking of. Someone who goes through and renews these little marks. Not a flasher, pervert. Man, this is really nice. Like to come out here in the spring. But yeah, this is my first trip up this way. Yeah, it looks like we got a little dip there. Go around the tree, start heading up. That'll be the first real serious uphill, it looks like. Well, guess it's not a serious uphill, but it's going to get there here shortly. But yeah, man, I'm going to put the screenshot of the, I guess, elevation map from OnX. The other side, or go in this direction, close to the end in that direction. Man, there is one big, like, giant uphill. So yeah, I think if I ever manage to get to where I think I'm going to do the whole trail, I'm going to start at the other side and come this way, so that big spike is will be the downhill, and then after that section, everything else kind of becomes a little bit smoother, less challenging, I'd say. So do the challenging part first, come this way, and that should be good. I got my orange little snot rag out, because it's cold and my nose is running, but also I took it out before that a little bit because there is a managed hunt in progress, archery, and I have seen at least 2 hunters, so they should be packing it in for the morning. That looks like it would be interesting up there. But yeah, I don't want to take any chances. Oh, this is looking awesome. All right, if that white up there is any indication, here comes the uphill to get up to the top of that. It ain't gonna be serious. Not too bad. Well, didn't get very far now, did I? No, I didn't. But I did see something laying here. An old snake shed. Thought it was interesting. Hope you thought it was interesting too. Some fallen trees over there. Looks interesting. All sorts of visual draws, I guess. Visual draws. Just grab your attention for a little bit. I can tell I think the hunter or somebody was very poorly choosing their steps. Seen a lot of slide marks and other stuff like that. You can't walk on ground like this like you're walking on a sidewalk. You got to be a little bit more mindful or you wind up hurt. Anyway, moving on up to the top. Yep. So it's starting to windy up and down, up and down. Oh, that used to be a marker. Now it's just a post sticking up in the ground for no reason. Oh, there are going to be some hills coming. Look at that. So back there, I was just saying to myself, like, dang, Boy Scouts, you're running us along the under the ridge line. Man, come on. We want to see what's on top of the ridge line and get a view. So it looks like someone, back when the trail was made, realized that and are getting us up at least on top of this ridge. And let's see if it's worth it. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a house like right there. And a house like right there. So and there's cars down there. And another house. Okay, well, I mean, it's a nice little view. And that's either a hawk or a blue jay. I don't know. But we're kind of looping around. Interesting. And I'm glad I brought my Burt's Bees chapstick, lip balm, or whatever you want to call it, because creating a nice barrier on my lips so that the cold doesn't dry them out and crack them. So very happy. I just happened to glance down in my little box of stuff and go, huh, it's cold. I should probably bring that with me. Kind of makes up for almost forgetting my hiking stick and forgetting to turn on my tracker and all that stuff. There are lots of houses down there. Or maybe that's a parking lot. I don't know. But yeah, there are. Oh, that's a road with houses. Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little turnaround. That's east though. So that's west. I'm still turning around. West. I can figure it out if I stop to think, but not going to do that. East, west. So this is north, which makes sense because we started at the southern terminal. And here, and I said I wasn't going to stop and think. Yeah, it's usually not intuitive. You're like, okay, that's east, west, and then you got to close your eyes and imagine that little north, south, east, west. This is downhill. I mean, dang, this is downhill. That's about level, and the trail is way down there. Oh, goodness! It's the kind of downhill trail where your toes are scrunching up against the front of your shoes because you're going downhill so far, so sharp. Oh, geez. That smoothed out a little bit. But yeah, I'm taking it a little bit slower to avoid sweating, because even though I don't have my puffy and all that stuff on, I'm getting kind of warm. This is 9. Although I don't know what 9 means. And they've killed that tree by nailing that sign to it. And I guess I'll go ahead and report that I have attempted something a bit stupid and pretty much broke my hiking stick. So, you've seen all these things with this hiking stick is absolutely sturdy. You can run over it with a truck and all this stuff. Well, I apparently did not get that one because, yep, I done broke or greatly damaged my hiking stick. I encountered a log that had fallen onto the trail, and I attempted to just lever it up, put the hiking stick under it, push up a little bit, get it to roll, and snap, just bent my hiking stick like it was nothing. And I don't think I put a whole lot of pressure on it either. So I'm just gonna hope that my previous hiking stick at home is compatible and I can just replace the bent section, or the two bent sections. Man, that sucks. Because I was also gonna, at 4 miles, was gonna do a little, oh my God, I didn't realize this about my hiking stick. Because I had mentioned that you got to wrap your hiking stick, or the inserts, you got to wrap them in something to keep them from rattling. And well, that ain't entirely true, because you can screw them in and keep them in the stick screwed in. Let me show you what I mean. Hold on. All right, so yeah, you got your stick here. And you can just leave them attached and slide them in. And I had been wrapping them, and they don't rattle if you connect them to the handle you're going to be using them with. So I got that one. I think the one below it is a saw blade. Nope, the one below it is nothing. The one below that is also nothing. Where's my saw blade? I bought a spear for it. And I can't get that one off because it's bent. I can get it off. I broke my spear. So that's 2 sections that I ruined trying to be a good Samaritan and roll the log out of the stupid trail. Well, a lesson learned. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome trail. It kind of makes me a little uncomfortable at times, though, because that's somebody's house. We're pretty close to somebody's house, and I don't know if I'd be real comfortable with folks just walking behind my house like this. I mean, not that I'd know, but geez, that's just really close. I could stand here and look in their windows. It's kind of creepy. Heck, it makes me nervous. Then again, I mean, I am from Mississippi, and fella could get shot wandering through somebody's backyard like that. But I guess up here in Missouri, a little bit more crowded. Ooh, look at the deer rub. A little bit more crowded place. just got to make some sacrifices for privacy and everything to have your house out here in the wilds, or as close to the wilds as you can get in a kind of densely populated state. Just hit 3 times my climbing stairs goal. So that's 30 flights of stairs, I guess. And ooh, those rocks look cool. Oh, anyway, still going uphill. Well, okay. And just as I said that, the trail levels out. But yeah, this is a uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. So, ooh, we're gonna get close to that rock, or those rocks. But this is how it becomes uphill both ways. Because yeah, it's got downhills and it's got uphills both ways. You don't really think about the downhills so much. Now this is interesting. This is probably, I'm going to guess, a trail in Greensfelder. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So now I have to get out the map and figure out where I'm supposed to go, because there's a, oh, I see where I'm supposed to go. Straight across. I'm not going on that trail. I'm going straight. Okay. But I will say, I will stop and see where I'm at. So this is Rockwoods Range, and this going here is the Roundhouse Loop Trail. Now, I don't know how you get here to this trail. It looks like there's maybe a trailhead a little bit that way, but we do keep going on this green rock trail. So we haven't made it to Greensfelder yet, but we are about to. So we're going to get a little into Greensfelder before we hit that 4-mile mark, I think. Jeez. Why didn't I think to check? We are just at 2 miles. So yeah, we are definitely going to hit Greensfelder before we get to that 4-mile mark. Yeah. So off-leash dog lady came back, passed me. I don't know how far she went down here. She was moving pretty quick, a lot quicker than I am. Mostly because of the dog. He likes to run. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Oh, this is Rockwoods Range. Did I say that? Missouri Department of Conservation land. So we're going to get to Greensfelder here in a bit. And I'm hoping that the trail is marked really well in Greensfelder, because, well, Greensfelder kind of sucks at trail marking. I don't want to be relying on a navigation app to tell me which trail I need to be on. But I do, so there's that. Wonder who lives there. Well, I don't know if the dog came down this far. A little bit over 2 miles. But 2 whitetails just jumped up and started running as I approached. So I'm going to say the dog ain't got this far. I don't know though. Seems the timing ain't right, I don't think, but it could be. I wish I'd had a camera going, although I just would have caught the white flags of their tails. They must have been hiding in the brush here. Seems like a good place to hide. Shoot, if they'd stayed, I probably would have walked right by them. Maybe. Maybe I'll catch up to them in a little bit, but doubt it. Oh well. Getting some, I don't know, nice views of the hills or the topography or whatever you want to call it. So far, this trail has been comparatively gentle when compared to the starting at the other end, starting at Rockwoods Reservation. Starting at Rockwoods Range is a lot more gentle. But when you get to Rockwoods Reservation, man, that one spike in the elevation in that short span, that's a little concerning. I am definitely not going to get there today, but I might start from Rockwoods Reservation next hike. So this might be a series of just Green Rock Trail as I do further and further and further, and eventually work up to the whole 16 miles. And I need to slow down a little bit because getting a little bit of sweat starting. I want to avoid that. It's going to be hard to avoid sweating going up that hill right there. All right, we're coming up on something. Green Rock Trail. That looks like an old foundation. I'm gonna go look at that. Huh. So apparently we're going that way, but I'm gonna go that way a little bit, see what that foundation is. That's the area right there that I thought was the trailhead for the roundhouse or round tree loop, which is what this is. It's just a platform, looks like. And there's another structure up here. I thought that was a log. It is not. It's an old column. Blanche and Albert Greensfelder. Huh. This is their country home. Built in 1928. Huh. It was round. Awesome. It is a kind of a small house. Yeah, this is Greensfelder State Park. And this itty bitty place here was the Greensfelder's house. And they owned all this land and just lived in this tiny house, I guess. Tiny by modern comparisons. I'm guessing in 1928, that was a pretty decent sized house. Wow. And that's a memorial that was erected for them. Very cool. So yeah, apparently this is just outside Greensfelder Park. And this must have been an outbuilding. If the main house was up there, or this was the back and the house was a lot bigger than I thought. I don't know. But yep, we're going that way. We are not to Greensfelder yet, but we are getting there. Apparently the Greensfelders donated all this, and this is Missouri Department of Conservation. And Greensfelder Park is just a little bit further. Green Rock Trail. But that was cool. That was cool back there. Seeing the old homestead and the memorial, and this has got to be like out in the middle of nowhere. That was a limb. Dang near rolled my ankle on a limb. Damn. All right. Green Rock Trail. Keeping on, keeping on. Well, here we are. Welcome to Greensfelder. And as soon as I get up to the intersection, I'm going to find me a nice place to sit. Probably going to be there, but I'm going to get to this intersection first. But I'm gonna find me a nice place to sit down and put my knee brace on, because my left knee is definitely acting up. So, well, now, ain't that a surprise? Green Rock Trail goes that way. Huh. The Oak Leaf Trail keeps going that way. The Magnolia Trail, Dogwood, sorry. I know this is the Dogwood Trail loop. Oak Leaf, whatever that is, and Green Rock goes that way. Huh. Alrighty then. I made it into Greensfelder. So my trip is going to be, oh, come on, 2.8. All right, I'm gonna go back. Nope, I'm gonna sit here and put my knee brace on, and then keep on the Green Rock Trail. Going that way. Dang. Oh, I've actually hiked this before. Yeah, I remember this. The parking spot is not far up that way. And you come down here and you go this way for that green, for the leaf, orange leaf. I don't know what the trail's called right now, but yeah, it's pretty gentle. So I'm going to go 3 miles, then turn around. Despite the fact that my my left knee is really being problematic right now. So see you in a bit. I think I'm being filmed. Oh, kind of sucks. The knee is starting to tweak at 2.8 miles. God. The bad thing is, trailhead right up there. Thoughts of being rescued are running through my head. But I'm also thinking, dang it, I am going to go 4 miles and then turn back and do 4 more miles back to the trailhead. I want to do 8 miles today. Might really piss my knee off, but not doing it would really piss me off. So. Squirrel. And another squirrel. He's head down, if you can't tell. There he is. Well, it's I hit 3 miles. So, I think I'm going to go with brains over bravado and turn around. The question is, and I have about 0.1 miles to decide if I'm going to bail and or go back the whole 3 miles. I'm very much at the moment leaning toward going back the whole 3 miles. But if my knee is very much not cooperating, I may have to call it. I don't know. But I don't know if you can tell how glittery that rock is. I can see it is glittering in the sun. And I'd love to know what it is in there that makes it glitter. May have to look that up. But the rocks on this trail are pretty interesting. And I know the Orange Leaf Trail, whatever that is. Hold on a second. All right, this is the DeClue Trail. The DeClue Trail is pretty interesting. It loops around a lot. If I recall correctly, it has kind of a view of Six Flags roller coasters when you get to one point. So the DeClue trailhead, that is a weird looking tree with all the little knots and knobs on it. What was I saying? The DeClue Trail winds around, has a view of the Six Flags and runs along by the road and all kinds of stuff. I have a video on it. I'll put a link in the description, I think. Or I intend to. Doesn't mean I'll do it. Had some weird stuff today where I was saying something and what was in my head is not what came out of my mouth. Like, it was weird, kind of disturbing. But if I do that frequently, that's going to freak me out a little bit. If I'm thinking orange and I say apple, that's messed up. Anyway, when I get back up to the top there, I'll make that determination if I'm going to bail or not. I probably won't. I'm probably not that smart. We'll see. So I talked to Marie and sent her directions to the DeClue trailhead up here. And I'm gonna make my way up there. I'm kind of aggravated, but yeah, my knee is going to be a lot less aggravated than if I tried to go the whole 3 miles back. It sucks. Oh, God, it sucks. Okay. But anyway, that's the trail for today. So y'all get out there and y'all have fun hiking. $750 yards. Jeez. Yeah, it's a little windy.
Step, feel the earth below. Animals watch as I take it slow. By the rocks, by the river's flow. Nature's rhythm, let the worries go. Hanging way up high. The stream's running wild, time passes by. Chasing Pack your boots and your heart full of dreams. Let's get lost where the air feels clean. Y'all have fun hiking, let it be